Hey everybody, this is Young Living Diamond Sarah Harnish, and I'm doing this class a little bit different tonight from the way that I've done the other ones, and I'll just shoot straight with you and exactly why I'm doing it this way. It is because I leave for my daughter's wedding in 48 hours. So it's been a really crazy week here for us at the Harnish House. So I will be popping on Thursday, and we'll run through the workbook and we will run through the script book mini. Thank you to those of you guys that are using these things. These have been so helpful on my team because I use the mini as a passport to get people to attend classes. See, so they bring the mini with them, they cross off what they've done, and I have little prizes for them for attending more than one class, and it is working amazing. Like if you need a marketing tool for your classes, it's incredible. So I will have the PowerPoint for you guys on Thursday. Today I have just been doing wedding stuff all day long and haven't had a shower. And it's one of those mom days. And I got 4 sons and 1 daughter, and I'm eating up every single minute of this. So I love you guys. I'm so grateful you're on. But we're going to teach this class, and we're going to teach it in like 20 minutes. What do you think? This is the Manly Man class. It is our launch, so I have not taught this class yet. We do have the raw slides designed already, so let me show those to you guys. And I'll break them out on Thursday so that you can see them, and we'll make sure we get them uploaded to the site before I leave for you. But let me just flip my camera around and show you what they look like so you can see what the raw slides are. So whenever we're putting together a PowerPoint, these are professionally designed and they're free, guys. They don't cost anything for you. This is not something you have to pay for. It's never a service that you gotta pay for every single month. I just don't believe in that. I lived in the projects for 12 years, and my goal when we hit Diamond was to take as many people with us as possible. And if they're on our team, that's great. That's a blessing. And if you guys are not on my team, that's a blessing too, because I don't care where you are. I want to see you succeed. So as a Diamond, I'm going to generate as many things as I can that just make it really easy for you guys to be able to rank up. So this is a class specifically for men and the top oily products for dudes. And you might ask yourself, how do you know about men? Like you're not a man, how do you know about guys? Well, I have 4 sons, and 3 of them still live at home. And so I get to see them using the products and see what they like. You know what the number 1 product in my house is for the guys? You guys are going to laugh at this. It's actually the charcoal mask. They love, my boys love the charcoal mask. So my sons are from 14 to 22 years old. My husband likes the charcoal mask. It's crazy. They love it for their acne. They eat it up. So that's the number 1 product. They all use all the Shoe-Trans stuff. And the protein powder is probably number 2. They do the protein powder like every single day. Amino-wise too, because my sons are at that age where they really like working out like every single day. So I've got some case studies that I could write this class off of, but also I interviewed over 800 men in Young Living to be able to collect the products that they were most interested in. And so this class was built out of that. It's very short. It's very fun. It's a really lighthearted class, and it's meant to be just something that is just a great get together. So these are some of our slides. The pictures in the slides are the oils from the class. So if you ever wonder where we pull these things from, it's because yarrow is in the Shoe-Trans products, or sage, or, green tea extract. It's all the stuff that's in the men's products. So ylang ylang, safflower oil. So we have pulled pictures of what these plants actually look like. And then we put them together in a PowerPoint just to make you look good. So that's where these come from. So without further ado, let's jump right in. Told you I teach this thing in 20 minutes. So it's 8:45. See if I can actually stick to what I tell you. So if you're wondering how I'm teaching, normally I would do a Zoom call and I would stream it live on here, and we would have the PowerPoint up and I play all the videos. My daughter's getting married in a couple of days. So you're just going to get raw Sarah tonight with no makeup, no shower. And this is what I got to give. And you know what? It's okay. I actually think it's all right to teach like this sometimes, because it's not that you want to be unprepared every single time, but it's the reality of you guys running your businesses. We're all in the trenches together, and there's going to be days where you got a lot going on your plate. But if you're consistent and you're faithful and you show up and you lay a brick and you lay a brick and you lay a brick, you're going to see results with your business, because this is not a business that is built in a day. It's a business that takes time and consistency and effort and showing up, showing up when it's crazy in your house. And some days you're not going to have a shower, and that's okay. All right. So I want to show you it's a diamond that I don't have a shower today. Like it's all right. Or it's okay to sit in front of 75,000 people and teach without having a shower. Not because I don't want to look my best for you guys. I love getting makeup on and getting gussied up for you at night. But sometimes I got to be mom. And right now, my attention is on my baby girl. I have got 4 amazing sons and 1 little princess, and she's going to have the most beautiful wedding that I can pull off with my diamond ship. So I'm pretty excited about it. Anyway, so that's why we're teaching this way tonight. Not because I don't invest 10,000% in you guys and love you and believe in you, but just show up. Shower-free class next time. Nice, Cindy. Nice. I did want to tell you guys, I have started writing the Candida class for you. That's for the second script book. So I've been doing research on that class. I'm going to be reading some books on my drive up to New York for my daughter's wedding. So I'm pretty stoked about that. All right. So it's okay. Just smell some peace and calming until the wedding. Bridget, I love you, girl. Oh, you're an awesome mom. Thank you, guys. Thank you. If you think to pray for us over the next few days, it's stressful. I have a to-do list that's 11 pages long, and I'm grateful. I'm thankful for every single minute. I'm not losing a minute of this, but it's, it's a lot to try to do a wedding from 800 miles away. So her wedding will be at 11 in the morning on Monday. So if you look at the clock on Monday morning and you see that it's 11 o'clock and you want to think to pray for my beautiful baby girl, Grace, that would mean so much to me if you just pray a blessing over her and her husband. It's going to be a beautiful day. I promise lots and lots of pictures. I'll give you guys tons of pictures. So, all right, let's jump into the Manly Man class. And I'm going to teach this just like I'm just chilling, sitting in front of you guys, and we're sitting on the couch and we're just hanging out. Normally I would have a PowerPoint. I'd plug it into my TV, whatever room I'm teaching in, and we would just run off the PowerPoint. But, I'm not that prepared today, so we're just going to get the raw class, all right? So an intro to class, if you want to do this, I do Ningxia drinking competitions at every event that I do among the men, and they go crazy for it. So a little healthy competition. I mean, guys have a little more testosterone than us. They like the competition. It can really open the room. So if you cannot cover the cost of the Ningxia, you can have everybody pitch in a couple of dollars, maybe $3 to $5, depending on the size of the class, just to cover the cost of the Ningxia. And bring a bottle of Ningxia, and then bring some dollar store 1-ounce shot glasses and fill 20 of those glasses with Ningxia, and select 2 guys and set them up against each other to see who can drink their 10 shot glasses the fastest. So, and it's awesome. I mean, you shout out the name of the guy, have the room divide into half and cheer on one guy, and it gets really rowdy and really loud at the beginning of your classes. So it's just a fun way to start the class. The winner, I would give a golden rod roll-on, because those are really good in the bedroom, if you know what I mean, jelly bean. What is the most Ningxia guys drunk? One event, we did hand everybody a full bottle of Ningxia, and we had, I think, 20 guys up there, and we had 20 bottles of Ningxia, and it was whoever could chug the entire 27 ounces. That's the most I've ever done personally. Myself, I have drunk 39 packets of Ningxia and done 40 nitros in 39 hours. And I have a heart condition. So I always tell people I was born with a big valve in my heart that leaks. So people have asked me, well, there's naturally occurring caffeine in Ningxia. Like, aren't you worried about having heart trouble? And I'm like, if I drink a can of pop, which I haven't in 12 years, but if I drink a can of pop, I will feel flutters in my chest from the sugar and the caffeine in it. But drinking all that Ningxia, I didn't have a flutter. I didn't have anything in my chest. I did it, by the way, to stay awake when I was driving the convention from Toronto, Canada to Salt Lake City, Utah once. But worked great. I did wonderful. You will probably have the runs from drinking that much Ningxia that fast. So I always tell the guys, I'm like, you okay for a little runs? Because it could happen. All right. So another thing that I did in this class, just to have a little fun, is I threw in movie quotes. And so I like to tell them, hey, I got some roll-ons for you guys for the bedroom, if you can catch the movie quotes when I call them out. So what I'm going to do for you guys is I'm going to give away 5 minis to each of you guys that catch these movie quotes. Now, for those of you that are teaching the class, the quotes are bold and they're underlined and there's quote marks around them, and it tells you the name of the movie. So we start out and I just slip them in. Like, I just randomly throw them in. You never know when they're going to. So I just tell them, hey, we're going to play a couple games during this just to kind of keep the class moving. We're talking about oils. I know it's kind of a girly thing. So this is just to make it fun. So if you guys guess, we're going to play the game live tonight. Why not? If you catch it, the movie quotes, I asked my sons what would make an oils class interesting for you. And they told me movie quotes and Ningxia drinking. So that's what we did. Like, we put movie quotes and Ningxia drinking in. And I asked my husband and he's like, yeah, I would go to a class if it had those things. So here's the first movie quote. I'm going to give you the first one. The rest of them, you're just going to have to catch them because I'm just going to slip them in. And if I see somebody guess it, then I'll pick that person as a winner, and you have to email me and I'll give you 5 minis. Okay. So here's the first one. If you're not first, you're last. And that's from Talladega Nights. I know, Deborah, I'm really bad with quotes too. So if you're reading this class, so if you hear me do a quote, you don't get that one because I just gave it to you. But if you hear me do a quote, type the name of the movie and I'll pick one person as a winner. So if you're reading this class aloud to somebody else, movie quotes for the next game are in bold and parentheses and underlined. If you're reading this on your own, enjoy the playful nature of this script. So welcome to the Manly Man class. We're going to keep this class super tight, super short. We're actually starting it at 8:52. So I will fly through it. I'll tell you exactly how long it takes to teach. It says 35 minutes on here, but without the videos and everything in it, I think it might be shorter. This is just short, tight, concise, and convicting. And I'm going to back what I'm teaching you with science and data. But before we begin, let's increase the competition to keep the class moving and fun. So throughout the lecture, you are going to hear strategically placed movie quotes as I'm teaching. If you hear them, I'm not going to give you a heads up. Just type out the name of the movie. Go ahead and just type right over me. It's okay. And I've got some roll-ons of orange oil for those who do it first. That's if you're teaching the class. Those of you guys that are on that answer tonight, I'll give away some minis to you guys. So, and why do I do orange oil in my classes? Well, I'll just shoot straight with you. Orange oil, it increases your likelihood of having sex, right? So you have to wait to the end of the class to find out why you want to win it. So just go for it. So we're going to jump right in. Here's the gist of the class. Oils are not just a girl thing. And being healthy is not just a girl thing. It's about a lot more than just heading to the gym. It's about preventative maintenance and the quality of life that you want to have. There's a great article on the website WebMD titled Men's Top 5 Health Concerns. And it starts like this. Dry, cracked skin formed a small crater around exposed flesh at the base of my fiance Christian's pinky finger. How long have you had that? I asked him. A few days, speculating that it was probably just an outbreak of eczema. That doesn't look good, I replied. Maybe you should go see your doctor. Okay, he said. I shook my head, knowing that it would be a while before he heeded my suggestion. Last year, it took a few months to convince him to go in for a physical examination. Before that, it had been 5 years since he'd been to a doctor. To Christian's credit, he's just being a guy. End quote. According to a 2001 CDC report, women are 33% more likely than men to visit a doctor in general, although the gap does narrow with age. And the Men's Health Network reports that men die at higher rates than women from the top 10 causes of death: heart disease, cancer, stroke, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, accidents, pneumonia, influenza, diabetes, suicide, kidney disease, and chronic liver disease. Men also die younger than women. In 1920, women outlived men by only a year. Today, women survive men by over 5 years. The biggest issue is not that men don't have access to resources. It's that the diseases lack monitoring earlier in life. Nearly 2/3 of men said that they're going to avoid going to the doctor as long as possible. 37% said that they withheld information from their doctor simply because they weren't ready to deal with the potential diagnosis that might result if they told the truth. 72% of men said they would rather be doing household chores like cleaning toilets instead of going to the doctor. Dr. Letitia Rowe, founder of the telemedicine network RoeDocs, says it's because of fear, superhero syndrome, and the fact that vulnerability stinks. Just the facts, ma'am. So what's the point? Start taking care of yourself earlier in life, even if you're not sick, and you'll have a better life later on. Now, how do you do that? You do that with preventative maintenance. More specifically, preventative maintenance with Young Living, which is a $2 billion wellness company that specializes. Oh, Sherry Brown got it. Sherry, your first dragnet. Sherry, you're winner number one. You just won 5 minis. Oh, this is fun. I might need to teach this class once a month because I'm having a good time. All right, Sherry's winner number one. So how do you do that? Preventative maintenance. So more specifically, preventative maintenance with Young Living, which is a $2 billion wellness company that specializes in essential oils and oil-infused products that deliver plant goodness to your cells. So why is your girl so crazy with all these oils? Well, at first glance, admittedly, Young Living is a little weird. It's definitely thinking outside of the box. You were likely dragged here by someone that's already actively using oils, and the premise of essential oils is admittedly kind of strange. So first off, there's no brick and mortar store. You just have to trust what you order online is going to show up, kind of like Amazon, except this time it's coming from a farm. So let's face it, that's weird. That's a weird thing, ordering your stuff from a farm. Grabbing an oil instead of grabbing something off of a store shelf is not what your mama used to do. There's a learning curve to it, and it takes time to build trust in a product that you've likely never used. And then there's the whole pyramid scheme misconception. Is the company even legal? It's a network marketing company. So let's address some concerns. Young Living is legit. It was founded in 1993 by a man named D. Gary Young. He was logging in Canada when a tree fell on him, crushing his spine, and he was told that he would never walk again. Because of his willpower and his desire to heal, he got stronger, eventually leaning on herbs and natural medicine instead of drugs to manage the pain and heal his nerves and his bones. He started walking again. If you want to learn a little more about this, there is a 3-minute YouTube video that shows a dramatization of his life, and it's called Know Your Roots. So just go to YouTube, type in Know Your Roots, Young Living in the search bar, and it'll pop right up. And you can watch Gary's whole life story in a couple of minutes. Gary's ability to fight through adversity is truly inspiring. So you might think this is a girl's company, but it was started by a guy. It was started by a guy that had a whole lot of health issues. Matter of fact, put a picture of him from that Know Your Roots video. This is an actor acting out Gary's story, but a picture of it in the book so you could just kind of see some of the stuff that he walked through. Jody, thank you for the kind words, friend. So after Gary was walking unassisted, he discovered the world of essential oils, and he thought that they might be part of the answer to the management of the pain that he was feeling every single day from his spinal injury. So he studied a man named René Maurice Gattefossé, who gave him hope. In 1910, Gattefossé, or Gattefoss, however you pronounce that, is a French chemist. He acquired a very serious burn while he was conducting an experiment in a lab. As history chronicles in it, he ran and he dunked his hands in the nearest tub of liquid, which he thought was water after he got this chemical burn on his hands, but it actually was pure, unadulterated lavender oil back in 1910. And he experienced immediate relief from the burning, and his hands were saved with very little scarring. He shouldn't have had the use of his hands for the rest of his life. He dedicated the rest of his life to studying essential oils. Gattefossé was later regarded as the father of aromatherapy and the inventor of the word aromatherapy itself. It came from this dude. So inspired, Gary read about him and he studied his work, and then he started studying the work of the top aromatherapists around the world to make sure that the oils were distilled correctly. Cypress, for example, has 288 naturally occurring chemical constituents that enact change in the human body. Now, if you heat cypress oil 10 degrees too hot or 10 degrees too cold, so you're not distilling it properly, it's got 11 constituents instead of 288. And I know you guys are precise. You know things have to be done a certain way. You're a master of the trade that you do at your job every single day. And Gary became a master of his trade when he started learning distillation. So if you spray a field of plants with pesticides before you distill the oil from them, then you now have cancer-causing ingredients in your essential oil. Gary knew that, and so he protected the authenticity of the plant so it could do what God created it to do. Before Gary founded Young Living, there was no large-scale essential oils company in the world. It didn't exist anywhere. We are a pioneer. We are a trendsetter. We have amassed an oils library cataloged over 30 years and across 6 continents of how the plants grow. It is the largest aromatherapy library of plant data in the entire world. So today, Young Living does over $2 billion in sales annually, and it's got more than 7 million customers. There are 300 oil singles and blends. There's 300 oil-infused products. The company has grown so large because the plants work. They work for bumps and bruises. They work for mild occasional headaches. They work for Gottfried, right, with his hands. They work for a whole lot more. So it makes perfect sense. God created the plants before he created us, and he knows what he's doing. But are we a pyramid scheme? So by simple definition, a pyramid scheme is illegal, and it's a business model where members are recruited by a promise or a payout or service for enrolling other recruits. This isn't necessarily for goods or services. In fact, most of the pyramid schemes don't even have any retail sales. So new recruits pay upfront cost, and then they find new recruits. But a portion of all profits filter up the chain to the top leaders, while the new members see little or no profit. As popularity rises and recruits multiply, the business inevitably runs out of new recruits. Because of this, most members are unable to profit, and the business fizzles out or usually ends up in some kind of lawsuit. Young Living is a $2 billion company that sells quality goods of value. It would be really, really hard to fly under the radar running a $2 billion company. Not to mention, I've never had a box of oils not show up after paying for it, and I've spent about $40,000 on oils since I got involved with Young Living. So people label network marketing incorrectly because they're not used to it, not because the business model is illegal, because it is not illegal. Amway, which is a network marketing company, was hauled into court by the U.S. government in 1978. Amway won the case, and network marketing has been a viable business model for over 40 years in the United States. Just doesn't have a brick and mortar store, but it doesn't mean that it's a pyramid scheme. Pyramid schemes, very illegal. Say hello to my little friend. Well, maybe not a little friend, but at least a new way of thinking. So why use, Darlene Wilburn got it like super fast. Darlene, are you looking at the script? Girl, do not look at that script. I think you looked at that script. I'm going to give it to you. So you got 5 minis coming, but do not peek. So it's a new way of thinking. Why use a network marketing model over a traditional business model? Well, if Young Living had become a retail store instead, they wouldn't be paying out nearly 50% of their profits to their brand partners or those that opt to build a business. That means if your girl shares her love of oils with her friend, she gets paid. Not a CEO running a box store down the street. You walk into Walmart, you pick stuff up, most of those profits go into the CEO. They're going to the top executives. But this time, if your girl shares about oils, she gets paid. She gets that paycheck. So the money goes in your gas tank, and it's good to get paid for what you do. Also, you know she's going to talk about oils whether she gets paid or not. So she might as well get paid. Word of mouth advertising stands as a very strong testament to Young Living products. More than paying large ad agencies to plaster, a title everywhere. It's just a different form of marketing from the traditional business model, but it doesn't make it wrong and it doesn't make it bad. So why do the oils cost so much? In a word, yeah, they are guy movies, Jody. They totally are. My sons picked them all. So in a word, quality. Why are the oils expensive? We made a list of the top 5 questions that men ask when they go to essential oils classes. And these were the top 5: network marketing, pyramid scheme, expense of the oils, right? So we're just debunking things one after another so that when your man leaves this class, all of a sudden they're super excited about you sharing oils. So why do the oils cost so much? Well, in a word, quality. Young Living spends $12,000 an acre to hand weed their lavender. The average for the industry is $60 an acre because they are spraying their fields with weed killers instead of paying laborers to hand weed the fields. Young Living doesn't do that. And that saves your endocrine system. That's a good thing that we're not spraying all that crap on our fields. So a quick Google search will yield hundreds of studies on what pesticides do to your hormones. Store-bought lavender at industry standards costs about $4 a bottle. But Young Living's lavender at the seed to seal standard costs $22 a bottle. But there's 90 drops inside. That's 90 applications of that oil. It's going to last a lot longer than you think. It works out to be about 4 cents a drop for lavender, and that is not a bad deal if you get a bump on your head or have a bug bite. So I even share a little testimony photo in this class. There's a little girl in our team that fell and got a bump on her head. Put some, in this one we put Aroma Ease on it, and this was her bump 10 minutes later, right? So the oils absolutely work, and she was able to get relief from it. It's good stuff. So can you get cheap oil at the grocery store? For sure you can. And it's convenient, but it will not work the same way. And you're likely pouring chemicals into your liver with pesticides, weed killers, and all the other stuff that goes into that bottle. So I would rather use no oil at all than use cheap oil. It really makes no sense to use an essential oil to improve your health and then use an oil that's laden with harmful chemicals. So why the cost difference? We do it the right way. That's why, right? You get quality. I mean, yeah, you can go to Cabela's and go buy outdoor gear, or, you can go to Walmart or the dollar store and go buy outdoor gear. If I'm getting a mosquito net, I'm not buying it at the dollar store, let me tell you. So are there oils just for men? Now, just about every oil in the Young Living catalog can be used equally for men as they can for women. So for this class, we polled over 70,000 men in Young Living and asked what they cared about the most. This was the list of what men said they wanted to learn about in an essential oils class. Number 1, weight loss. Number 2, losing muscle mass. Number 3, headaches. Number 4, baldness. Number 5, libido, but not for men, libido for women. And number 6 was general pain. So what I did was I asked the men of Young Living, Royal Crown Diamond all the way down to Star, what those top men products were based on polls and poll data. So these are favorite men's products picked by men for men based on the categories of what men want to learn about. It's a non-comprehensive, non-scientific list just to get you off the ground with some things that most men in Young Living love. So when I put this PowerPoint up, I'll list the top 3 products for each of these things. Okay. Christmas spirit for decorating the house may not be your jam, but some CBD muscle rub after a really long day would be awesome. So let's talk about that. So here's favorite men's products picked by men for men. So the bathroom, 1, 2, and 3. Number 1, this is based on the votes and the polling that we did. Number 1, Shutran 3-in-1 men's body wash. So if we're going room by room. Number 2, Shutran beard oil for dry skin and itchiness. And number 3, Shutran shaving cream for a closer shave and a smoother face. Supplements, product number 1. So just the top 3 in each category. Ningxia, Nitro for energy, MindWise to think clearly, and put a drop of cinnamon vitality in that trio. Wow. Number 2, for supplements, sulfurizyme and Agile Ease for general overall pain. Number 3, Powergize. So why Powergize? It helps to support healthy muscles. It boosts muscle size and strength. It supports stamina. It boosts testosterone. It supports the male reproductive system. It maintains balanced energy levels, enhances muscle tone, promotes mental clarity, concentration, and alertness. Does the same thing for girls too. Then right after that, Allerzyme for mild seasonal allergies, and Sleek, that entire line designed for weight loss. Okay, what about oils? I'm going to give you 4 of these because, there's like 300 oils. So number 1, picked by men, the number 1 men's oil, Idaho Blue Spruce, although it was tied for first place with Valor Oil. Number 2, frankincense. Use it on the face after you shave or in any minor cuts. Number 3, helichrysum. This one was listed for nerves and also minor wounds. And then the 4th one, it was a tie, cedarwood, rosemary, and lavender. And the men that we polled like to make a spray and spritz it on thinning hair. So what about the top 3 products for the medicine cabinet? Number 1, Thieves Chest Rub. Feels really good and just opens you up when you're working out, when you feel a little off. Number 2, Young Living Insect Repellent and Mineral Sunscreen for working outside. And number 3, Thieves Cough Drops to get rid of that tickle. So sex. This was a topic that they really wanted some information on. So I'm going to give you 6 products in this category. Number 1, goldenrod essential oil for increasing libido. Also Idaho Blue Spruce, which is good for your mood, and cypress, blood flow. Number 2, sensation essential oil and massage oil. I just put that in my son's honeymoon box. They ran out of it on their honeymoon. They ran out of the whole bottle of the massage oil and the essential oil. So they like that. Number 3, ylang-ylang essential oil increases libido. 4, sandalwood. So researchers have found that women who inhale sandalwood before sex reported increased mood and higher levels of desire than those who did not. That's actually a scientific study. Number 5, cinnamon. You apply this one to the inner thigh and stomach area with a carrier oil. Do not use in sensitive spots. I can add orange to that list. It does the same thing. And jasmine, just put it in the diffuser to get in the mood. All right, get in the mood. So for a great read, you can check out Lucy Libido's. There's an oil for that, a girlfriend's guide to using essential oils between the sheets. So I can do this all day. Pain products. So number 1, CBD musclewood. Either of the sandalwoods will work, Alicia. So CBD muscle rub, extra strength, no THC, not going to get you high. This rub is our best product for mild occasional headaches, some minor muscle aches. Oh, Karen Hardway got it. Captain America. Good job, girl. You just got 5 minis, Karen. You can massage into the temples, across the back of the neck. The CBD liquid dropper for overall pain, for stress management. CBD Calm Roll-On for dealing with family stress, roll in the back of the neck. So if you can't keep it straight, we got a whole CBD class. Go get plugged into that mad dog. CBD is available in a cream, liquid supplement, or a roll-on. So pain products. Number 2, OrthoSport Massage Oil. Really good massage oil after you're working out, exercising. Number 3, all the tree oils. Any of the tree oils are super, super good. So Hinoki, Northern Lights Black Spruce, Idaho Grand Fir, Pine, Lavender. And then the 4th one is Coolazole Pain Cream. Incredible. So the next thing is all things thieves. Nothing goes over my head. My reflexes are too fast. I would catch it. So Thieves isn't really about stealing, though the name sounds like it is. Thieves is actually a Young Living product line developed around the story of thieves in Europe during the Black Plague. So according to historical records, the thieves created an essential oils blend to protect them from the plague while they robbed the bodies of the dead. So maybe historically there were actual thieves involved. But every thieves product has a blend of powerful oils, including cinnamon, lemon, clove, eucalyptus, and rosemary. Robin Jacobson, Guardians of the Galaxy, you got it. You caught it, girl. So you get 5 minis, all right? So here are the men's top. Oh, you know what? Pamela Guti, I don't think you've won anything from me recently, so I'm going to give you 5 of them too, okay? So here are the top guys' Thieves product picks. Number 1, Thieves mouthwash and whitening toothpaste. And I want to tell you the cough drops, that was also tied, but it didn't make the edit in the book. But all 3 of those are number 1. Number 2, Thieves cleaner, some of the best car detailing cleaner out there. Number 3, Thieves spray, good for stinky feet or boots. And number 4, Thieves bar soap to get the dirt off your skin in the shower. Also, did you know that the dish soap is a degreaser? So my son-in-law, who is a car mechanic, keeps dish soap in the shower because it gets all the grease off of him. So I am Groot. This translates to Young Living is a wellness company. That means that its work is in the land of preventative maintenance. Young Living creates supplements that are sourced correctly. They create a protein that's done right without soy. Soy jacks up your hormones, guys. You do not want anything with soy in any of the supplements that you're taking, especially if you're working out, all right? They also use ingredients that don't make you go bald earlier because they're laced with endocrine disruptors. Women, do you see how we're talking to all the things that bother men? Oh, Nancy Satala got it. Guardians of the Galaxy. Nancy, you just won 5 minis. Awesome. So they're grown around the world. The oils, they're known around the world for their clean labels. They don't have damaging ingredients. Your current shampoo, your current soap, your shaving cream, your toothpaste, all of them could have cancer-causing and hormone-disrupting ingredients because the cosmetic industry is not regulated like the food industry. So when you're choosing Young Living, you are picking safe ingredients for your family, which is the most precious thing in your life. Doesn't it matter? You know, doesn't it matter to pick products that are a little bit better than the stuff you just grab off the shelf at Walmart? I know the oils life sounds a little crazy, but it's really not. What's truly crazy is accepting the social norm that every single thing on a store shelf is safe when you can't even read the ingredients list without a chemistry degree. It's even crazier to fill your house with products that can harm your family. You are the guardian and the protector of your home. So this is just another small step that you can take to keep everybody inside that house safe. So one last thing, I promised you a tutorial on orange oil before we wrapped up. We are at 23 minutes on this class, like we are at the very end. So let me just say this, it'll be the best $12 that you spend the entire year. Orange oil has mild aphrodisiac qualities. It may help to stimulate your libido. It also stimulates the female libido. We call it the happy oil. So you have 2 options. You can put it in the diffuser or you can rub it on the inner thighs. Both will equal a wonderful night. You are welcome. So then I pick a winner for orange oil if I'm teaching this class live for a roll-on. And that wraps up our Manly Man class with the manliest man tips of all. You can check out the bonus section for some more oils ideas selected by our panel of men and get plugged into some of our other classes, even if you just picked up this book for a really quick read. Other guy favorites are the gut health class, the enzymes class, and the CBD class. Those are all men picked on our team. They love them. Although maybe after this class, we need an entire study of the benefits and uses of orange oil. So we will end with this. Do or do not. There is no try. And that is the end of the Manly Man class. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this. 23 minutes, we taught that whole class, which is cray cray. In the apply it section, yeah, soy milk is very bad. You don't want anything with soy. So I love this class because I love the book because there's just so many different types of classes. Let's see, Doris McGee, did she get it right? Star Wars, yep, it was a quote from Yoda. So Dora, you're the last, or was it Doris? Let me get that. Let me check. You guys are typing so fast here. Diane, Doris is my last winner of the night who won 5 minis. So you guys got to email me at oilabilitywithsarah@gmail.com. And we'll make sure that we get those minis out to you guys. I hope you like this class. Wasn't it fun? It was just so much fun. 20 minutes. You can teach your guys. You debunk all their stuff. You speak to the things that they're passionate about. And you talk to them where they are. You know, a regular oils class probably not really going to hold their attention because they just don't care, right? So most of us have seen an oils, a thieves, or a ningxia class in some form, but this class is actually very rare. And it's likely that you may not have seen content like this before unless you're working with a leader who's writing scripts. So I decided to do something totally different for this one and poll the men, and we had tens of thousands of responses. I compiled them all and I put it in a way that's easy to listen to, easy to read, easy to teach. You guys just rip and read the script. It's so easy. And then I tested this class out on my husband, my 4 sons. They actually made me cut the class in half. The first class I had was 40 minutes long. They made me go through and cut tons of stuff out to keep it tighter. I tested on my son-in-law. It was received very, very well when I got the final version done. So they had fun, they enjoyed the oily education, and they wanted to try the new products. So mission accomplished. Now, you use this class to explain your love of oiling to your man. So I'm going to run a 3-day contest on this page. You have to turn around and teach this script to a man on your team or your husband or some guy in your life within the next 72 hours. And I'm going to give away 1 script book bundle to somebody who does that. We're going to call this the Script Book Bundle Challenge. I want you to go teach this Manly Man class. Get out there and go do it. Even if you just grab the script and read it, just like I just did. You guys got a lot out of the class just by me reading it with no PowerPoint, no bells and whistles. I just did it, right? You can go all in and do the Ningxia Drinking Challenge and do the orange roll-on and all that if you want to up the class a little bit, but you don't have to. All right, you don't have to. So go out and go teach it. Challenge accepted, Romare says. Challenge accepted. So I will be giving away a teacher's edition script book, a oiler edition book, a workbook, and some minis in a box to one person that I pick randomly who has taught this class within the next 72 hours to a guy. And then I really want you to get their feedback. And when you post, tell me what their feedback was. Did they like it? Did they not like it? Did they find it interesting? Did it answer some of their questions? Do they want to try any of the products? I mean, that's the goal of the class, is to get your men to products, right? Tell them all the products listed in this class were picked by men. They're all Manly Man products. So this class works best when it is shared. So I will launch this challenge as soon as I finish this video. So loyalty rewards ideas, just a suggestion, but at 190 PV. Powergize, Shutran 3-in-1 men's body wash, the shaving cream and beard oil from Shutran, Ningxia, Nitro, and the CBD muscle rub gets rave reviews from the guys. 250 PV, maybe the Thieves mouthwash or whitening toothpaste, bar soap, chest rub, or the cough drops, which a lot of men mentioned. Allerzyme, one of the top supplements mentioned by men. Agile Ease and Sulfurizyme together daily for pain management mentioned by men. CBD Calm Roll-On for stress, anxiety. Liquid Dropper, they like the mint and then the cinnamon. Also Liquid Dropper Citrus and Mindwise, mentioned by men. 300 PV just had some oils in specifically for him. So orange, cypress, Christmas spirit, cinnamon, Idaho blue spruce, right? Frankincense, helichrysum, sandalwood. We talked about all of those. So here's an action step for you guys. As he builds his collection, get him his own diffuser. Get him his own oils rack and keep your hands off his oils. They belong to him, even when you are running low. I grabbed a travel case in blue and gray so my husband has his own oils for his car. And now he actually carries them in his pockets more than I do. And then number 2, start with his loves and give him some time to warm up. So he needs to have a few wow moments before he'll be as interested as you are. And that's okay. I swear to you, my husband oils now more than I do. So great wow moment products are CBD Muscle Rub, Ningxia, Nitro, Powergize, peppermint, any sex oil that you love in the diffuser, and more. So let him form his own excitement. And it'll come. Introduce and then just stand down, because that is how you reach your man with oils. And that wraps up the Manly Man class. Tested and approved by men. I hope you guys enjoyed that. You mean to say I can have my own oils? Roy Dunn! It's our top leader on the Oil Ability team in Australia. I love him so much, his whole family. So go oil up tonight, guys. I pray that you've enjoyed this class. Thursday, I'll hop on. We'll run through the workbook and mini super fast. It's like 8 hours before I leave for my daughter's wedding. So, and then I'll also launch the PowerPoint for you guys that night. And I hope it was okay that we just did something very simple this evening. And I hope that you were blessed by the content of this class. I'd love to see you tagging men on your team, because I will do another giveaway while I'm on the road for shares of this class and for men that are tagged in this class, because I really want to encourage you guys to have your guys watch this class. All right. I love you guys. I'll see you on Thursday, and may the best man win when it comes to the classes. So many giveaways, so much fun. And it's just really a great time to hang out with the men that you love the most. So see you guys in 48 hours, and I'll take all the prayer cover for my daughter's wedding. Congratulations to all of our winners. Bye, guys.